Part 36. Wiglaf the Trusty. Beowulf is deserted by friends and by sword. The son of Weohstan was Wiglaf, entitled Shield Warrior Precious, Prince of the Scylfings, Elfhere's kinsman. He saw his dear liege lord enduring the heat 'neath helmet and visor. Then he minded the holding that erst he had given him, the Wegmunding's warriors' wealth-blessed homestead, each of the folk rights his father had wielded. He was hot for the battle, his hand seized the target, the yellow bark shield. He unsheathed his old weapon, which was known among earthmen as the relic of Enmund, Othir's offspring, whom exiled and friendless Weohstan did slay with sword edge in battle, and carried his kinsman the clear shining helmet, the ring-made byrnie, the old giant weapon that Onela gave him, his boon-fellow's armor, ready war trappings. He the few did not mention, though he'd fatally smitten the son of his brother. Many a half-year held he the treasures, the bill and the byrnie, till his bairn became able, like his father before him, fame deeds to accomplish. Then he gave him 'mong Geatmen a goodly array of weeds for his warfare. He went from life then old on his journey. 'Twas the earliest time then that the youthful champion might charge in the battle, aiding his liege lord. His spirit was dauntless, nor did kinsman's bequests quail at the battle. This the dragon discovered on their coming together. Wiglaf uttered many a right saying, said to his fellows, sad was his spirit. I remember the time when, tasting the mead cup, we promised in the hall the Lord of us all, who gave us these ring treasures, that his battle equipment, swords and helmets, we'd certainly quite him, should need of such aid ever befall him. In the war band he chose us for this journey spontaneously, stirred us to glory, and gave me these jewels, since he held and esteemed us trustworthy spearmen, hardy helm-bearers. Though this hero achievement our Lord intended alone to accomplish, ward of his people, for most of achievements, doings audacious, he did among earth folk. The day is now come when the ruler of earthmen needeth the vigor of valiant heroes. Let us wend us towards him, the war prince to succor, while the heat yet rageth, horrible fire fight. God wot in me, 'tis mickle the liefer, the blaze should embrace my body and eat it, with my treasure bestower. Meseemeth not proper to bear our battle shields back to our country, lest first we are able to fell and destroy the long-hating foeman, to defend the life of the prince of the Weders. Well do I know 'tisn't earned by his exploits, he only of Geatmen sorrow should suffer, sink in the battle. Brand and helmet to us both shall be common, shield cover, byrnie. Through the bale smoke he stalked then, went under helmet to the help of his chieftain, briefly discoursing. Beowulf dear, perform thou all fully, as thou formerly saidst, in thy youthful years, that while yet thou livedst, thou wouldst let thine honour not ever be lessened. Thy life thou shalt save, mighty in actions, atheling undaunted, with all of thy vigour I'll give thee assistance. The dragon came raging, wild-mooded stranger. When these words had been uttered, 'twas the second occasion, seeking his enemies, men that were hated, with hot gleaming fire waves. With blaze billows burned the board to its edges. The fight armor failed then to furnish assistance to the youthful spear hero. The young aged stripling quick advanced 'neath his kinsman's war target, since his own had been ground in the grip of the fire. Then the warrior king was careful of glory. He soundly smote with sword for the battle, that it stood in the head, by hatred driven. Negling was shivered. The old and iron-made brand of Beowulf in battle deceived him. 'Twas denied him that edges of irons were able to help him in the battle. The hand was too mighty, which every weapon, as I heard on inquiry, outstruck in its stroke, when to struggle he carried the wonderful war sword. It waxed him no better. Then the people despoiler, third of his onsets, fierce raging fire drake, of feud hate was mindful, charged on the strong one, when chance was afforded, heated in war grim, seized on his neck with teeth that were bitter. He bloody did wax with soul gore seething, sword blood in waves boiled.